What's going on, guys? Let me start this video with a question. Are you a huge sports fan and do you like going to sports games? Well, today you're in luck because I have a promo code for SeatGeek, which is a ticket sharing app that rates each ticket deal you might come across on a scale of 0 to 10, with 0 being the worst and 10 being the best. Scores more towards 0 show up in red, while scores more towards 10 show up in green. My promo code to get $20 off on SeatGeek is OberSports. You use that code, you get $20 off on any single purchase you want on SeatGeek. With that being said, let's get to the video. What's going on, guys? Jacob Ober here. So, first of all, I want to apologize for not getting out an instant reactions video after the Packers-Ravens game last Thursday. I was a little bit busy that night. I was only able to watch the first half of the game, so I didn't really think it was worth it to put a video out there, having only seen half the game. And of course, if I did put one out there, it probably would have been released around midnight, and I'm sure a lot of people were already in bed by then, seeing as how it was a weeknight. So I apologize for that. I fully expect to have one up for Thursday's Packers-Raiders game in Winnipeg, Canada, this coming Thursday. So be up on the lookout for that after that game. But the main point of this video is going to be discussing the Packers quarterback situation right now, because from what I saw in the first half and what I have heard from what happened in the second half, the Packers quarterbacks were very poor against the Ravens last Thursday. And when I saw Kizer play, and I was thinking to myself, you know what, like, this guy just isn't it. Like, he's just not a guy who, like, what do you want out of your quarterback, or your backup quarterback right now? As the Green Bay Packers, what do you want out of your backup quarterback? You want them to be able to fill in the event that Aaron Rodgers goes down for a few games in the season and keep your team afloat. That's exactly what a guy like maybe Matt Flynn in the past did, That's why he was the backup quarterback for so long, because that's exactly what he could do. He was more than serviceable enough to do it. But when I see Kizer play, and, thinking back, like, at the progression, people were saying, oh, he's got so much potential, we just have not seen him progress since we got him a year or two ago in the offseason. We haven't seen it. He has not gotten any better from last year to this year. He continues to be the same inconsistent quarterback. He's making a few nice plays here and there for sure, but he's just not consistent enough to be like a guy who can go in there at a moment's notice and keep your team afloat. Like, he's just not that guy. And when I heard about what Tim Boyle did, apparently he was a little bit better, but of course he was going against worse competition with the second and third string defense of the Ravens. And of course, I think he was missing throws. I heard he was missing a lot of easy throws. So, Tim Boyle was also very inexperienced, same with Kizer. And it's just like, where are you going with these two guys? What, like, You can't rely on either of them at this point in time, like, to go in and keep the team afloat. The Packers, ever since Matt Flynn left, they've kind of had the same problem. They've both been kind of having guys who are young that are very inexperienced, that don't really seem to be able to run the offense very well, that are kind of what they call projects. So I don't really want a project anymore, Green Bay. I want the Packers to go out and get a veteran quarterback in the event that Aaron Rodgers goes down, and then you can have someone who has NFL experience starting in the NFL to come in and keep the team afloat for a little bit. And the number one guy on my list for the Packers to go and get is Sam Bradford. Sam Bradford, to me, I think is the best quarterback available right now on the free agent market. Of course, most of the good ones have already been picked up, and some of them are even starting this year, of course, like Nick Foles, guys like them. But Sam Bradford, he's the best guy on the market right now. He has a solid 8-9 years of NFL experience. Go out and get Sam Bradford. He will keep your team afloat if, in the event that Aaron Rodgers gets injured. Hopefully that we never come to that point. But we've already been seeing some injury issues with Rodgers already. He had to sit out the preseason game against the Ravens with back tightness. He sat out today's practice with back tightness. And he's had some sort of lingering injury or some sort of injury of any kind since 2014, since he tore his calf. I feel like he's been injured or battling some sort of injury every single year since then. So, it's not wise to just rely on inexperienced guys and just go out there and wing it and say, well, if Rodgers goes down, then that's the season. It's not the season. You still have the ability to keep your team afloat in the event he only has to miss a few games, I mean, I get it if he's going to miss like half the season or like the whole season or something like that, but it's like if he only goes down, if he like I don't know, I can't think of an injury right now, but like if he's got an injury that's only going to keep him out for like 2 to 4 games or so, then you still have an opportunity to keep the team afloat. So why not take it? Why sit back with inexperienced quarterbacks who have not really shown much progression in Green Bay since you got them, and just like say, well, if he goes down, screw it, we're done. That's kind of what the Packers front office is doing right now to me. And Kizer's not the answer at backup. Boyle's really not the answer at backup. Go out and get yourself a veteran. I don't care who it is, just as long as they have NFL starting experience and they have the ability to run an NFL offense. Because it's not going to be Kizer. Kizer's not the guy to do it, and I don't think that Boyle is either. And like I said, I think Sam Bradford is the best possible option for the Packers right now. You could make an argument for like a Mark Sanchez, though I don't really know if he's retired or not yet, or like a Matt Castle. I would have said Josh McCown, but he was just signed by the Eagles on a 1-year deal, just came out of retirement, That would have been kind of nice to get Josh McCown now, wouldn't it? He's like one of the best backup quarterbacks in the NFL for sure. But hopefully the Packers make the right decision and go after somebody. Hopefully they get somebody to, provide some security at that position. Because like right now, if Aaron Rodgers were to have to miss 3 or 4 games this season with an injury, I would fully expect the Packers to go like 0-3 or 0-4 in that stretch, because they just don't have any depth at the quarterback position. There's just, after Rodgers, it's just inexperience and guys who haven't really shown any progression. Guys who have shown a lot of potential for sure. Kizer and Boyle have shown plenty of potential. They just have never been consistent enough in Green Bay for me to trust them to salvage our season if Rodgers has to go down for a few games. So, and that's really what you want out of your quarterback or backup quarterback position. You want a guy who can come in at a moment's notice and keep the team afloat. That's what Matt Flynn did in this city for so long, for so many years with Rodgers. He was just kind of sitting, waiting behind Rodgers. In the event that Rodgers had to go down, he was able to keep the season afloat, and he did that multiple times with Green Bay. So, anyways, guys, though, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you think the Packers should go out and get a backup quarterback, a veteran backup quarterback, to provide some more security at the position, or do you think they should ride with Kizer and Boyle? Leave your comment in the comment section below. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, @WorldSports41512, and I'll see you guys next time. Go Pack Go.